everybody. I'm here with a Singer Simple model number 3232. And I was very, very interested when I opened it up and saw, hey, it's not blue, it's lavender. Oh, I love that color. Anyway, or plum. I like lavender or plum is my favorite colors. But anyway, so I just looked at this and thought, oh, I like that. That's pretty. She said she was having problems with her tension. And I told her, well, it could be something like a major thing, like you need a cleaning, a deep cleaning. And she says it's never been cleaned. So we found some thread and I took out some old grease. This is what that is up there. Put in new grease into her gear and took all the little dust bunnies and thread out of the bottom. There's tons of it down there. So when I got that all cleaned up, the machine's running a lot better. So let's go over it a little bit with you and try to explain some stuff with you guys, since everybody's always asked me these crazy questions and I kind of remember a lot of them. Okay, first things first. This one here is called a bottom feed, okay? So you take this bottom piece out and you open this up here like this, and that's called a bottom feed. It feeds in from the bottom. So if I ever ask you what kind of, how's your sewing machine feed, sometimes they're top fed, and where they call them drop-ins, and these ones are bottom fed, okay? And then she has a cute little compartment here that she has all her little goodies in right here. And so that's her little compartment. And then to slide this on, you got to hold this like so and make sure you slide on that bottom bar and it pops right back in. Isn't that cool? And let's see, this is your reverse. This is your selector dial. This is your length. And a lot of people ask me all the time, well, all these really cool patterns here. There's this pattern and this pattern and this pattern. How do you get to those patterns? Okay, that's one of these questions that people always ask me, okay? On your length, you have this red one, you have a darker one, and then you have your basic, okay? Your lighter line here is your basic. Your darker line is this one here. That's called S1. Select 1, select 2, okay? And then this is number 2. So this is 1 and 2, okay? This here is your basic. This is what the machine does basically, okay? So all these lighter lines are your basic lines, okay? So whenever you need to turn this, like if right now you have it turned to 3 for your length, you have to go like this. So you turn it to whatever you want to do. You want to do this one, or do you want to do this one? Or like me right now, I just want to stay in the number 3, which is your length. This is your width. So if you want to do any zigzag patterns or any kind of cool things, you want to move this over. It's kind of like it moves the needle too at the same time. So you always have your needle in the upright position. So when you move this, it doesn't move back and forth and, bend your needle. This is your tension. Right now I have it set for 3, okay, because I'm putting a little bit thicker thread, a lighter but cotton, 100% cotton thread through, and she has polyester in the bottom. So you want to go lighter so this thing will sew perfectly. When you want to thread it, you thread it from here or here, because this is the newer version. This is her thread. She's using some heavy duty. It's called heavy duty thread. Whenever you're going to use heavy duty, you want heavy duty in the bottom and the top, okay? When you're using cotton, then you can have cotton or you can have polyester and then cotton, okay? But you can't mix this one because it makes it bumpy and it's not very, very nice when it's kind of bumpy. So only time you want to use this if you're going to do like, if you're going to make like something like denim or duck, or if you're putting something like that through, you want to make sure you change your needle too to be a size 14 or higher, okay? Denim 18, okay? That's what I recommend. Put 18 in this machine, a universal 18, okay? And so this is the one. If you want to use this kind of thread, what she had in here, she needs the bottom thread of your bobbin and this one on top at the same time, so that runs it better, okay? Because if you don't, it kind of gives you this weird bumpy feeling and it makes it look really weird. So anyway, but I decided to try 100% cotton, and I had a polyester in the bottom, okay? Because it does sew. And so if you do the cotton, you want to do less on your tension, because you don't want this to break, because this will break if your 100% cotton will break if you have it on a heavier one, unless you have unless it's like durable like this, okay? Then you would want cotton polyester blends, okay? Then that one you'd be fine with whatever you decide on. Anyway, let's see. Now I did say about your reverse, and this is your little cutting thing. So when you pull this out, you can cut it right there. You want to start from the back or the front, wherever you want on these newer spools. Then you want to thread it through here, okay? And then you go through here, and you come down here. Before you even pass this, you need to put your foot in the highest position, okay? Your presser foot, because that's going to open up this little, I don't know if you can see it in there, but it opens up that little chamber so that will receive your tension. If that's not open, you're not going to get no tension, and then you're going to have like spaghetti on the bottom of your on the bottom, because technically this tension runs the bottom, okay? All right, the bottom tension runs the top, okay? Let's see what that. And then so that one will receive it. Then you want to proceed to go around, and here's your uptake. You want to make sure you go all the way around so that thread receives into the uptake, okay? So it goes in and uptake, because if you don't put it through the uptake, what will happen is it won't sew, and it will just mess up your whole machine and drive you nuts. So make sure this is taken through, okay? Then you want to come down here, and you put it through this little hook up here, and then through that. Now, it does have one of these threaders, but every time I use a darn thing, I never can get it to thread. So I'm kind of old school. I use the white background here. So when you like put this down, you can actually see the hole in that needle by looking at the white, okay? Let's see, to make a bobbin, it's up in here, okay? You want to get your thread, and you want to go through here. There's diagrams. You want to follow the diagram. You go through there, then you go through here, and you're going to come around there and back this way, and into your bobbin. Now, right here, everybody's always asked me, what is this weird little clip for? Okay, this is the way it works. On your bobbin, there's a little hole, a special hole. If you clip that in there, this bobbin rewinder will wind straight, okay? So it holds that bobbin in. If it's not in the right position, then you'll get too much to the bottom or too much to the top, so you don't get an even amount. So you want to make sure that gets clicked in. Then this is a automatic, so it turns off the clutch automatically, and then when you hit your foot pedal, your power foot pedal down there, then this part will run. Now, if you can't figure out why the machine's not running, and you notice this is running, that means you need to push this back. So that will disengage that part, and it makes the sewing machine sew again, okay? And we come over here, and we're going to hit this little button right here, okay? You want to make sure you put some nice cotton material in. This is the stabilizer I was using earlier for that other sewing machine. I had just got done, doing a video, and it said pink on it. Anyway, so this is what this one sounds like. I think we got everything set up. Yep. And so we got right now, this is what we're doing. And then when you hit the reverse right here, so here we hit the reverse, we're going to reverse it and then go forward again. Like that. Okay, then you can turn it, and you can see what we just got done sewing right there. And you turn it over its own, and you can see the thread there I turned there, okay? Now, on here, when I had it before, I had this heavy stuff on, and then she has the polyester in the bottom. It kind of gives you that weird thing of, like, it looks like knots, like little knots sticking out, because that's what happens. And that's why you always want to, you always want to make the stuff be the same. That's what I always tell people. Try to do the same thread up on top and up on the bottom, okay? So anyway, I'm going to get this back to the center so she can pick it up today if she'd like to. And so I'm going to go ahead and get this back in the center, and make sure your hub is down. This is just a hub. If this is down, they'll keep it from breaking. It's locked in there, so it won't break when you're traveling, okay? I always tell people, when you travel, make sure your hub is down. So that way, if it bumps it, it won't break it, okay? Because that needle keeps it steady and holds it right where it belongs. On a computerized sewing machine, you don't really have to put it down, because the machine already has a locking mechanism up inside here. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? Other than that, this sewing machine is in great shape, and it's ready to be picked up. And I think she's going to enjoy her sewing machine. If you have a sewing machine like this, I would love to hear from you. I didn't know it comes in a purple color. I always see them in blue or baby blue or something like that. I've never seen one in a lavender color. It's very unique. But it's running in perfect condition, and she can, have fun with her sewing machine. And I hope she does. Anyway, I'd just love to hear from you if you have one like this, because I love to hear from you. And if you do, where'd you get it? How'd you get it? Or did you find it in some thrift store? Or did you buy it brand new? Or did someone give it to you? Or was it handed down? Or do you what do you like to sew? Do you like sewing mostly quilts or curtains or pillows or clothing? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye bye.